How's it going, everyone? My name is Clink, and welcome to Let's Play Super Mario All-Stars. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna play in Super Mario Bros. 3 today. This is the first 2D Mario game I'm gonna cover here, on this channel at least. So here it is, the beautiful, lovely Super Mario 3. What is there to say about Mario 3 that hasn't been said before? Not very much. Because it's a 34-year-old game and is a masterpiece of 2D platforming and still one of the best 2D platformers ever made. If you ask me, this is still my favorite 2D Mario game of all time without question. It's just so good. I don't know what else to say, honestly. But yeah, crap. I wanna get the one up upstairs. But yeah, I want to do this Let's Play as just a bit of a shorter one, and I don't do daily videos a ton, but I'm actually on my summer break right now, so I've just had a lot of time. I haven't been working yet. I'm starting a job here in about a week, which I'm recording this on May 26th, about a day before, the day before I intend to put this up. And so I have had a lot of time on my hands, and I've just kind of recorded a lot, kind of done a lot for the summer, which includes the Let's Play I'm going to have going up after Mario Sunshine, which I'm just going to go ahead and say it here. I'm going to be doing Ocarina of Time here pretty soon. It'll start June, I think 7th is when I'm going to have the first video scheduled to go up. I've already finished the whole thing because I've just had a lot of time, and once I started playing the game, I honestly kind of couldn't stop, so I just kept going. I love Ocarina of Time, so I'm doing that, which, it's funny that I wanted to do this, and this is actually my second take at recording this, because I was gonna talk about Ocarina of Time and whatnot, and, of course, today has to be, and I didn't get the coins in there, and I got hit again. Oh boy, what am I gonna do with myself? Today has to be the day that Majora's Mask, Ship of Harkinian version comes out, so I'm doing Ocarina of Time on Ship of Harkinian, the PC port, much like I've done with other Zelda games that have PC ports up till now, and, so I recorded a lot of it before even the first Majora's Mask PC port came out, and then, during it, the second one, or the first one came out by, forgot the guy's name, honestly, I'm sorry, but it was the second Majora's Mask port to, the first one, I mean, to come out with the N64 recompiler, and not necessarily the decompilation version. And that one came out during that, and I was like, oh yeah, it looks cool, but I'll have to wait until the Ship of Harkinian version releases. And I say in that Let's Play very far in that I would probably do Wind Waker next, but I might have to throw those plans out the window now that we have the Ship of Harkinian version of Majora's Mask out, because the recompiled version looks really good, not gonna lie, it looks awesome. But the Ship of Harkinian's gonna have the more customizable experience that I honestly would rather have. So that's probably the one I'll do for Majora's Mask, but that's still a little ways off. I'm not gonna do it yet. Honestly, it's the thing that'll depend on if I do Majora's Mask right after Ocarina of Time will be the texture pack support and just what features get added, as that's a pretty early on build right now. I mean, it's version 1.0 that came out today. I played a little bit of it. It's really good. It has widescreen. I customized my HUD. It's smaller. I love it. But yeah, I do want to kind of just be pretty direct about what's going to happen with the Zelda stuff. So I'll probably do Majora's Mask after Ocarina, now that it's available. Ocarina of Time's coming up. But that's enough talk about that. I wanted to get it out of the way really early on within this Let's Play. And I mean, if you're watching this later, then this might seem kind of dated, but I mean, I kind of think it's interesting to go back to videos and see what was happening at the time. Because honestly, these can feel somewhat like a journal in some ways, of just keeping track of stuff, and I'm not gonna get that block now, but that's fine. Whee! This is gonna be an all levels playthrough of Mario 3, by the way. We're gonna go through all 8 worlds, no warp whistles, no nothing. This is the original intended experience of the game. I mean, obviously it's not, because I'm playing the Mario All-Stars version, but this is actually a good time for me to also talk about the Mario All-Stars version, actually. So my first exposure to Super Mario Brothers 3 was Super Skarmory's Let's Play walkthrough, is what he would title his videos. Was his walkthrough of the Game Boy Advance version. I first watched it back in probably about 2009. So that was my exposure to Mario 3 for the first time, and I think I messed this up. Yep. Too early? No, just right. And no. Awesome. I at least got 2 up. That's fine. So I was exposed to Mario 3 when I was about 6, and I really wanted to play it, and the only version I knew of it was the Game Boy Advance version with, you know, Mario's Woohoo Just What I Needed, and I'll be honest, I still love them to this day. So in my head, that was the version I always wanted to play. But then, in 2010, for Christmas, my grandparents got me Super Mario All-Stars on the Wii. I didn't know what Mario All-Stars was. I didn't even know it was a Super Nintendo game at the time. I saw, hey, it's Mario's 25th anniversary. They released a Wii disc with Mario 1, 2, Lost Levels, and 3 on it. And I was ecstatic because it meant I could finally play Super Mario 3. So, and I actually got hit by the first Boom Boom encounter. Wow. What a great thing. But yeah, so this was the first version of Mario 3 I played, was the Mario All-Stars version, which on the Wii, it was really just the Super Nintendo ROM thrown onto a disc. But that was how I first played through Mario 3. So this is obviously being played on Switch Online because, well, it's just easier to pull up and play. I'm just too lazy to move my Wii U to my capture card. Because I'm lazy, so I also just thought it would be easier for me to play this version because I could play it with my Switch Pro controller instead of a Wii remote, although I think you can plug in the SNES Classic controller into the Wii or the Classic Controller Pro, whichever one you want to, and you can play the game just fine with those. Because believe it or not, the controllers that came with the Super Nintendo and NES Classic, those work just fine on Wii Virtual Console games, and they actually work really, really well, if I'm being honest. And I've never liked this Piranha Plant right here. And let's go. Yeah, there we go. Get out of here. But yeah, so I grew up playing Mario 3 still, although I think the first 2D Mario I played was New Super Mario Brothers Wii. It was definitely the first one I can remember having, and then I got New Super Mario Bros. DS. The same Christmas I got this, actually. Okay, so this is not the card deck I would want, or I at least know some of the items. Oh, crap. I don't know where the Fire Flower is at all. Okay. But, you know, once you lose or fail 2 card matches, you're done. But yeah, so I've kind of grown up playing Mario 3, but not in the way you would maybe expect. But I think it just goes to show that even when I was younger, I just kind of, personally for me, I just saw older games and just saw, hey, there's more Mario. I want to play it, but I didn't really care if it was aged or whatever. Let's see if I can't get it to, there we go. So I just played Mario 3 happily. I eventually did get to play the Game Boy Advance version. I have an actual cartridge of it, because when I was around 8, I got a Game Boy Advance at GameStop, and ooh, I thought I was gonna die there, honestly. But and so I was gonna find Mario Advance 4, and instead I first found Mario Advance 2, which is, you know, Super Mario World. So that I actually got that as my first Game Boy Advance game. I played Mario World that way the first time, and I actually still prefer that version of Mario World. For one simple reason, I don't like how you go straight from like a power-up to small Mario. Like in this game, you get hit, you go to, you know, you go down to Super Mario, but you aren't super, ugh. Like if you get hit with the cape in Mario World, you don't go down to Super Mario, you go down to Small Mario is what I'm trying to say. I don't like that personally. I like just going down to Super Mario. It makes the game a little easier, so if you're like a difficulty purist, sure, but that's the only reason I prefer the Game Boy Advance version of Mario World. But yeah, and then it actually wasn't until like 2016 that I got Mario Advance 4 copy, and I've played that many a time. I've actually beaten Mario 3 so many times at this point. I don't know how many it's been. Not very often do I do like an all levels run like what I'm gonna do for this series though. I usually kind of just do a speed run of it every now and then, or you know, like the speed run route, which usually for me means the game takes about 20 minutes to beat. As long as I don't mess up some of the levels in World 8, because some of them are pretty tough. I've still played the NES version of this game quite a few times, but I've got to be honest, this is so Mario All-Stars, as much as I loved it when I was younger, I'm kind of mixed on the versions of each game that I prefer. When it comes to Mario 3, I pretty much unanimously prefer the 16-bit graphics and sounds and whatnot, but like for Mario 1, I prefer the original NES version, and then Mario 2, I'm not super hot on Mario 2. I don't think it's a bad game, I just don't love it or anything. So I can kind of take either version really, and then Mario Lost Levels is just a absolute dumpster fire of a game if you ask me, that I don't want to play either version ever again. Oh man, Lost Levels is one of the few games I can genuinely say I dislike, honestly. Yeah, there we go. There's World 1 completed. We'll get our item from Princess Toadstool, which is a P-Wing. I've got a lot of time still. I don't really want to make these videos shorter than like 15 minutes, honestly, so we're just gonna keep on going straight into World 2 here. I want to get another raccoon suit. I love the raccoon. I've got to say, as much as I love the raccoon, one thing I really like about something like Mario Wonder is the fact that there's not like a flying power-up in the game. I remember when they first showed the bubble power-up in that game, I thought, okay, this is super cool. This looks like a skill-based way to, you know, like get around the level and gain extra height and stuff without just being a super overpowered flying power-up, because really some of the best parts of these games are just jumping around on stuff and whatnot, and stuff like the raccoon suit, as cool as it is, you know, it just kind of lets you skip over basically the whole game. So I'm gonna try not to like fly over levels too often really, but I mean, it's nice for those that just want to fly over all the levels, and I still think it's a really cool power-up. Same with the cape, but I do just kind of question why Nintendo really designed them that way, and thought they were gonna be, they're really cool. I mean, they are, but I would have thought, honestly, Nintendo of all people would kind of think, hey, let's I'm not gonna get the star, am I? Oh, I did. Cool. I've been really bad at getting the stars. But yeah, I would have thought Nintendo of all developers, you know, they would have been like, yeah, maybe this isn't a great idea or anything. Line up the pictures. I don't know if I showed this the whole first time, so we'll go through it. So, if I remember right, on the first one, you kind of want to wait till the star's in the middle, and then on the second one, you want to wait until it's about in the middle, and then the third one, I want to wait till it's like about to leave the screen, and I was a little off. Dang. Oh well. I think we got time for this last level here. Which I think, there's one in World 1 as well, but there's levels in this game where if you collect enough coins in them, you get like a secret airship coin airship thing. I honestly am not good enough at the game to like ever get them, but I want to give it a shot with this level, I think. So let's go back and collect coins. I think it is this level. I don't know. Like I said, I never am able to actually get these, so I got like all but 4 coins in the level. There's no way I didn't get this thing. I don't know why I remember some of these so clearly when I never do them for myself. And yes, I had to lose all my power-ups in order to do it, but it's fine. It's a-okay. Uh-oh. Ah, missing the block is the worst. Yeah, let's just go on ahead and play all the way to the... Oh, I got it! Oh, this one's not a coin airship, this is just an extra item house. Okay. Found my shop of strange and wonderful things. The anchor! Gotta be honest, I don't remember what the anchor does. I'm gonna have to look that up after I record this part, because I actually don't remember what it does at all. Let's just use a mushroom, for the fortress here. But yeah, I mean, we're kind of like flying through stuff, but I mean, that's just because, the levels are pretty short in this game, but all of them are so well done and made. I've gotta be honest, I don't think there's a single section of Mario 3 I dislike. It's honestly almost such a perfect game in so many ways. It's still one of my favorite Mario games. Like I said, it's my favorite 2D Mario, but I'm generally more of a fan of the 3D Marios. But this one, for me, is definitely, crap, there's our first death. I always, just really liked this one. I can have more fun with this one than some of the 3D ones. My favorites are always going to be the Mario Galaxy games, I think, both 1 and 2, but I would say this one's a pretty close, second, third. I don't know, the Galaxy games almost feel like one long game sometimes. But, I can, like, pick this up almost any day of the week and have fun with it. It's just never not fun, so... It's hard, I don't know, it's just hard to go wrong playing Mario 3. It feels so good to control, like, I really do like Mario World a lot, but one of the big reasons I think I prefer this game over Mario World is just the movement. Mario feels pretty good in World, but I always thought he felt a little bit better in this game. So I kind of just have always liked it more. I think Mario World has a lot of really creative levels, and you could argue it has some crazier concepts than this one, but I still feel like the levels in this game are just nothing short of excellent. But the movement feels even better. Mario Wonder, when I first played that, I really liked because of its movement. It felt really similar to this game. I think I'm gonna go on ahead and end this video here, now that we're done with this fortress and it's getting up there in length. So I'll end this here, and I'll see you guys next time, where we'll just continue further into the game. Bye-bye.